3 in the morning. A knock on the van window. For a homeless woman sleeping alone, this is life-threatening. These are 10 tested methods homeless women use to survive every single night, learned through terrifying experiences that taught one truth: survival depends on a system, not luck.
Location selection. Where you park is your first line of defense. Hospital parking lots stay occupied 24 hours, with security and constant foot traffic. Predators avoid medical facilities because witnesses make them terrible hunting grounds. Park near the emergency entrance. 24-hour gym parking gives you legitimate access, plus bathrooms for $10 to $25 monthly. Well-lit Walmart lots with security and cameras offer protection if that location allows overnight stays. Position yourself under lights near cart returns, where visibility is highest.
Invisibility tactics.
Looking like a target is more dangerous than being alone. White, grey, or silver cargo vans look like work vehicles and blend into any environment. Avoid decorated vans or visible curtains. The exterior should be completely generic. Create the illusion of male presence with large work boots on the dashboard, men's jackets hanging in the driver area, masculine items visible through windows. Some use removable magnetic signs like Bob's Plumbing. The multiple occupants illusion works through visible evidence: 2 sleeping bags instead of 1, multiple water bottles, different sized backpacks. The goal is creating doubt. They can't tell if you're alone or if anyone's inside at all. Window coverings must be installed from inside using Reflectix or blackout fabric with 100% coverage so no one can see in.
Door fortification. Your van needs to be harder to enter than the next target. Aftermarket deadbolts designed specifically for van sliding doors cost $30 to $50 and install with basic tools. Factory van locks are designed for convenience, not security. They fail easily under determined force. Masterlock and Vero make van-specific models available at any hardware store. Window security pins are metal pins inserted through window tracks, preventing the window from sliding open even if the lock is defeated. $5 to $10 solves every window in your van. Even with a broken window, the door cannot unlock from inside when pins are installed. The door is a metal bar positioned across the interior of the sliding door. Even if someone picks the lock, the door physically cannot open. The DIY version uses a wooden dowel cut to exact size, often salvaged free from construction site scrap piles. This isn't about withstanding a sustained attack. It's about buying yourself time to wake up, call for help, or escape.
Perimeter alarms.
You cannot stay awake 24 hours a day, but you can create early warning systems that wake you before threats reach your door. The gravel moat technique scatters gravel or crushed aluminium cans in a 3-foot radius around your van. The crunching sound wakes you up before anyone reaches the door handles. This material is collected free from construction sites or parking lots. The string and bell system uses fishing line tied to exterior door handles with small bells attached. Anyone touching the door triggers the bells. Dollar store bells cost about $3, and the fishing line is nearly invisible at night. Motion-activated, battery-powered LED lights mounted under the van illuminate anyone approaching from any direction. These cost $10 to $15 at hardware stores and run on AA batteries for months. The psychological effect on predators is immediate. Sudden illumination means visibility, means witness.
The plastic bottle trick uses empty containers balanced on interior door handles.
If the door moves even slightly from outside pressure, the bottles fall and clatter. Free, effective, and used in homeless shelters for the same reason. For $20 to $50, door and window contact alarms emit 110 to 120 decibel screams if the magnetic contact breaks. A 4-pack covers all entry points. Personal panic alarms are keychain devices producing 130 decibel sirens activated by pulling a pin. $8 to $12 and kept on your person while sleeping, not left on a counter across the van. 1 alarm fails. 2 alarms create hesitation. 3 alarms make predators move to easier targets.
Phone security.
Your phone is a surveillance camera, alarm system, and lifeline if used correctly.
Motion detection apps like Alfred, At Home Camera, or Manything turn an old phone into a security camera. Mount it facing your door and receive live feed on your primary phone. This requires Wi-Fi or data available through public Wi-Fi in many parking locations and a power source or large capacity power bank. The value is seeing a threat before they reach you. Time-lapse recording creates evidence if an incident occurs. Cloud backup through Google Photos automatically uploads footage. This can prove to police that you are the victim, not a trespasser. Speed dial configuration puts 911 as your number one contact with one-touch emergency calling. Number 2 should be a trusted friend or family member who serves as your check-in person. Number 3 is a local domestic violence hotline because many provide assistance to homeless women regardless of domestic violence history.
Practice dialing these in darkness without looking until it becomes muscle memory. Location sharing through Google Maps, Live 360 or Find My iPhone shares your real-time location with 2 to 3 trusted contacts. Update your location every single time you change parking spots. If you disappear, someone knows your last location. This has saved lives when women went missing. The Dead Man Switch check-in system requires you to text a trusted person every morning by 8 a.m. The agreement is simple. No text equals they call 911 and provide your last known location. This costs nothing and means you are not alone. Someone is watching for you. A smartphone is a homeless woman's alarm system, bodyguard, and evidence recorder. It is not optional. Prioritize phone charging above food if necessary. A 20,000 mAh power bank provides 3 to 4 full charges and can be recharged daily at libraries or gyms.
Observation protocol. Survival is not about falling asleep quickly. It is about reading the environment first. The arrival routine takes the first 10 minutes. Park and sit in the driver's seat with engine off and lights off. Scan for other vehicles and determine who is inside and whether they are watching you. Observe foot traffic patterns, lighting failures, security camera presence, and available exit routes. Can you drive away quickly if needed? Baseline establishment occupies minutes 10 through 20. Determine what is normal for this specific location at this specific time. How often do cars pass? Are there other van dwellers present who might be potential allies or threats? Do security patrols pass through? Are homeless individuals in the area? And what is their behavior? Create a mental map, noting the nearest 24-hour business, police station, and hospital. The gut check happens during minutes 20 through 30. If anything feels wrong, leave immediately. Red flags include someone watching your van, multiple people loitering nearby without clear purpose, sudden environmental changes like crowds dispersing, or simply your instinct saying no. Trust that instinct. Always maintain 2 to 3 alternative locations mapped in advance. The final security check verifies all doors are locked with physical testing, not electronic confirmation. Windows are secured with pins, alarms are activated, phone is charged, volume on and within reach. Keys are in the ignition or on your person, never on a counter. Shoes are on your feet or within arm's reach for escape readiness. Sleep strategy divides into phases. The first 2 hours after parking are light sleep in high alert mode because most incidents occur during this window. Do not fully undress, stay semi-alert. Position yourself near the driver's seat for escape readiness. The deep sleep window runs from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., statistically the safest hours when predators are tired and police shifts change. Even during this window, most women wake every 2 to 3 hours for environmental checks. Homeless women do not have insomnia. They have intelligent hypervigilance. Social positioning. Being alone is dangerous. Looking alone is fatal. The boyfriend fiction uses specific language tactics. Always say we instead of I. We are parked here for the night. Mention a male partner in casual conversation. My boyfriend just ran to the store. Make fake phone calls to a male voice, or have an actual friend play this role if you call them. This works because predators specifically target solo women, not couples. Visual male presence reinforces this fiction. Men's jackets, boots, and hats visible in the van. Large water bottles and extra large clothing. Men's grooming items like razors or deodorant placed where they are visible through windows. The psychology creates doubt. Is she actually alone? Community building with other van-dwelling women happens through carefully filtered Facebook groups and van life forums. Buddy parking means parking near each other in the same lot. Morning text check-ins confirm I am safe.
These relationships are difficult to find, but worth tremendous effort when you locate trustworthy contacts. Sympathetic business owners can become informal guardians, 24-hour diner managers, gym staff, and gas station clerks who see you as a regular, polite, low-profile customer. The relationship is built over time. $5 spent on coffee occasionally creates someone who will call police if they see trouble near your van. The invisibility paradox requires being a ghost in public spaces to avoid drawing attention, while ensuring trusted individuals know you exist. Balance means being invisible to predators, but visible to helpers. Being alone is not the danger. Being alone with no one to notice you are gone is the actual danger.
Threat response. When prevention fails, these actions determine whether you survive.
Stage 1 is suspicious activity when someone approaches your van. Stay completely silent to avoid confirming anyone is inside. Move to the driver's seat in escape position. Put keys in the ignition. Hold your phone with 911 ready to dial. Watch through a gap in your window covering. If the approach continues, start your engine as a psychological deterrent. Honk your horn once to create attention, because attention equals safety. Prepare to drive immediately. Stage 2 is direct threat, including knocking, door testing, or verbal harassment. Respond with loud verbal warning. "I'm calling 911 now!" Actually call 911, even if they walk away. Provide your location and describe the person. Continuous horn blaring if the threat escalates. Drive away if possible. The psychology is simple. Volume creates witnesses, and witnesses make predators flee. Never open your door. Never negotiate through anything except a closed window. Stage 3 is breach attempt, when someone is actively forcing your door or window. Escape is your only priority, not confrontation. Drive away immediately, even with an open door. Continuous horn. Drive directly to a police station, hospital, or fire station. Ram obstacles if necessary, because your life is worth more than vehicle damage. The critical rule is never exit your vehicle to confront a threat. Your weapon is your 3,000-pound vehicle. Self-defense weapons like knives or guns are dangerous because they can be taken and used against you. Legal possession may be illegal for homeless individuals depending on local laws. Weapons create false confidence, leading to confrontation, when the correct strategy is always escape. The best defense tools ranked by effectiveness are your van, which provides mobility and escape capability, your phone, which connects to 911 and creates evidence, your voice, which creates attention and attention creates safety, and panic alarms, which produce 130 decibels of disorienting sound. Your van is not a cage you are trapped in. It is a 3,000-pound escape vehicle with lights and horn.
Resilience strategies.
The psychological cost of constant vigilance breaks people, and homeless women develop specific strategies to endure it. Sleep deprivation is managed through daytime sleep banking. Libraries offer quiet reading rooms. Gyms provide rest spaces after workouts. Churches have prayer rooms. 30 to 60-minute power naps compensate for light nighttime sleep. You will never be fully rested. The goal is managing the deficit. Accepting light sleep as your new normal takes 2 to 3 weeks as your brain adapts to a semi-alert sleep state. The health impact is chronic exhaustion with no complete solution, only management. Hypervigilance burnout prevention requires safe night rotation. 1 to 2 nights per week, sleep in an ultra-safe location, a friend's driveway with permission, a paid campground, or even a shelter. 1 night of deep sleep provides a mental reset. $20 for a campground fee is sanity preservation, not luxury. Routine serves as a psychological anchor. The same morning coffee, the same stretches, the same affirmation creates a sense of control in chaos. Routine equals normalcy equals dignity. External processing through journaling creates a daily log of safe and unsafe locations, plus any incidents. The purposes are pattern recognition to spot danger earlier, emotional release preventing PTSD buildup, and an evidence trail for legal protection. A dollar store notebook with dated entries is sufficient. Online community connection through Reddit's Van Dwellers Forum or Facebook groups for women van lifers reminds you that you are not alone and provides shared strategies. Never share real-time location publicly. The future self-visualization is a daily mental technique
reminding yourself this situation is temporary. Visualize your housed future self. Hope is resilience fuel. The psychological truth homeless women learn is that surviving is not just physical.
It is convincing yourself every morning that you are worth protecting. That internal belief determines whether you maintain the vigilance that keeps you alive, or whether you start taking risks because you stop believing your life has value. Your life has value. The fact that you are still fighting to protect it proves that. Location, rotation. Predictability is the enemy of safety, and patterns create vulnerability that predators exploit with terrifying efficiency. Never sleep in the same spot 2 nights in a row. People notice regularity even when they are not consciously tracking you. Predators learn your schedule. Police and security begin targeting repeat offenders. Other homeless individuals may stake territorial claims to spots you thought were yours. The 3-location minimum requires mapping 3 to 5 safe locations within your area and rotating through different spots each night. A 3-night cycle of location A to location B to location C back to location A prevents detectable patterns. Time variation means varying your arrival time by 1 to 2 hours each night and never departing at the same time. Watchers cannot set their schedule to yours if yours constantly shifts. Geographic awareness mapping means truly knowing your operational zone. Police patrol times and routes. Security shift changes at businesses. High crime hours and areas versus safe zones. This information comes from observation over weeks and from free apps like Citizen that provide real-time crime alerts. Seasonal adjustments matter because winter requires locations with windbreaks and southern sun exposure. Summer demands shade and ventilation. Rain means covered parking, but never underground parking, which becomes a trap with no escape routes. Comfort leads to better sleep, which leads to better awareness, which keeps you alive. The new city protocol is critical when entering unfamiliar territory. The first 72 hours are scout only. Do not sleep in unknown areas. Research through online forums and local homeless services. Test parking locations during daytime before attempting overnight stays. Unknown equals maximum danger. Safe city characteristics include mid-sized cities that provide anonymity without the extreme crime rates of megacities or the complete visibility of small towns. Indicators of safer cities include strong homeless services showing community tolerance, low violent crime rates verified through online statistics, and mild climates reducing weather-related stress. The philosophy of pattern avoidance is elegantly simple. The safest homeless woman is the one nobody notices, and you cannot be noticed if you are never in the same place twice. Routines are comfort. Routines are also death. Choose survival over comfort every single time. These 10 methods keep homeless women alive, but the fact that they need them at all exposes a system that has failed. Every woman using these tactics has a story: a job loss, medical debt, domestic violence escape, an eviction, a mental health crisis without support, a family that turned away. These are not survival tips for fun weekend van life adventures. These are the difference between seeing another sunrise or becoming a statistic that nobody talks about because acknowledging it would require confronting uncomfortable truths about how society treats its most vulnerable members. And while these strategies genuinely work and have saved countless lives, they should not have to exist. No woman should have to turn her vehicle into a fortress just to sleep. No human being should live with the level of hypervigilance required to survive homelessness as a woman alone. The mental cost is staggering and permanent, but until the systems change, knowledge is power. Awareness is armor. And every night a homeless woman survives using these methods is proof of her intelligence, her resilience, her absolute refusal to become a victim, despite a world that has already victimized her by allowing this situation to exist in the first place. If you are living this reality right now, you are not invisible to everyone. There are people who see you. There are people who care, and you are stronger than you will ever give yourself credit for. Because strength is not about never being afraid. Strength is being terrified and still doing what needs to be done to survive another night. That is the strength you demonstrate every single time you park your van, run through your security checklist, set your alarms, and close your eyes hoping tomorrow will be different, while knowing it probably will not be. You deserve better than this. And the fact that you keep fighting to stay alive proves you know that. Hold on to that knowledge.
It might be the most important survival tool of all.